Take a deep breath, man. Yo, it's your boy Vacation Time with Ryan. We got a lot to talk about. I just jumped on, hit record, make a quick video. I ain't got no notes, none of that, so please forgive me if I leave anything out. Now, before I start this video, I want to be clear about a few things. Trigger warning: if you are easily triggered about anything you might have seen in the title, the thumbnail, if you know what type of video this is going to be and you're triggered easily, I would suggest it might not be the video for you. But if you're cool and you know what I'm saying, I appreciate you. Can you hit the like button, subscribe if you're new? This is your boy Vacation Time with Ryan. I want to talk about Medellin, Colombia. It is on fire right now, all right? And I would like to talk about it. And specifically, there is a young Colombian lady from Medellin going viral in the community. And she had this problem with me. She tried to get my channel removed. Aww. Facebook tried to remove my channel. Shorty orchestrated a hit on me. And I'm like 50 Cent, yo, what he say F me for? Like, what I do? Like, I'm damn near a news reporter. All I did, I posted a little clip of her. I don't think I'm gonna play it because she's super sensitive.
Bros, no one wants you. They don't want you in your country. They don't want you here in the third world. They don't want you anywhere. Go home or disappear from the earth.
This lady right here from Medellin seems to be upset with tourists and bros. Let's hear what she gotta say.
There's so many ignorance that I have to do this video. So Medellin can live perfectly without the foreigners. The tourism in Medellin is less than 5 years. You have to know and understand that. We're living perfectly without the tourism. Actually, the things were a lot better without it. Because now...
She basically said, yo, Medellin was so better before the tourism got lit over here and all of that. We don't need the tourism. We don't need it. And later in that same video, she's like, yeah, I'm a tour guide and Ray. So I'm like...
I am a tour guide and I am a tour guide. We don't need the tourism.
What? So I posted that video. I'm like, yo, I didn't even say nothing bad about her. I was like, yo, this Colombian lady from Medellin is upset. And she said, they don't need tourism and we don't want you here. S tourists, we don't want you here. But she didn't just say S tourists. She said Medellin was better before the tourism. And she said, this is new. Just 5 years ago, there was no tourism, which is actually false because I went to Medellin before the boom, the social media blow up. I went with my girlfriend. We flew in together and it was quieter, more peaceful, but these are tourist areas. We went to the Guatape, climbed the mountain. That is a very much so tourist attraction for years and years and years. The only difference now is, okay, you got a lot more brothers coming because they're in love with the Colombian women, right? Colombia doesn't like the broadcast, the content that's being put out there and making their country look like it's just some big, like lady of the night type of spot. And I totally get that. And I want to say, and we can do better with that as human beings. Like, we could all do better with how we put people out there into the light. I personally, if I get real personal, I was kind of taught like you're responsible when you leave your house to how you portray yourself. So don't do something out in the open that you wouldn't want people seeing, because when you're out in the open, you don't know who's recording, especially in a tourist area. If I go to South Beach right now, and let's say I got a shirt on I don't like and I see someone recording, I can't be like, hey bro, stop recording me. I don't like the way I'm looking right now. What? You're out in a tourist area. So the way you portray yourself is kind of like you got to take accountability for, right? Now, that's not to excuse what's happening. Again, I do believe, you know, brothers can have a little bit of mercy. But my mindset nowadays is like, everything's on camera that's outside. Now, if you creep weird camera inside, that's weird. But outside is outside. That's my perception, and I know a lot of people disagree, and I get it. A lot of people are driving prices up. A lot of people are making the spot hot. It used to be like a backdoor secret thing, like a bro thing. I get that. I totally get that. But another thing I was taught from a young age, you don't hate the player, you hate the game. So if the game is changing, is not in your favor, you don't be mad at the players. It's just the way the world is going. Social media is kind of broadcasting everything. You know what I'm saying? The rich people's secrets are out. How to build your credit is out. I learned how to build credit online on YouTube University. All these little secrets. Remember they had the hacks and all of this stuff. I don't even think I should say that on YouTube. That might trigger. I might have to take that part out. But the little credit hacks and all of that. So many secrets have been let out on YouTube, and some people don't like it. Like, man, now y'all got all these new people coming in, not just with tourism in Medellin, but in life. A lot of things are being put out and blasted on camera. Again, I say don't hate the player, hate the game. Now, if somebody directly disrespects you, you can handle that however you handle that. All right? Cool. Now that we got that out of the way, it's a lot I kind of want to touch on. But just to wrap up, baby girl over there in Medellin, I have no problem with her. If you see this, I wish you success in your tourist business. I just report stuff, all right? A young brother got deported, all right? He goes by the name of Cho Capo. I didn't say his name last video, but he's cool. He seems like a cool guy. I don't know him. I never met him. I briefly seen his content, and I seen he was viral for getting deported, all right? So a lot of Colombians are upset, especially this woman that tried to strike my channel down. I swear, she hates this dude's guts. She is on his head top. Like, she's commenting on all these videos about him, and you know what I'm saying? And really, a lot of people are just spending energy upset with this brother because he had a business where he would help tourists with whatever it is they need, okay? Yo, where do I find this? Where do I find that? Yo, should I take Uber? Should I take taxi? Yo, what's the best clubs for X, Y? It's kind of like a regular type of just an assistant with people that are coming in the area, whatever it is you're looking for. I could help you. And I think this young lady might be upset with it because she's a tour guide herself. So she's like, you're taking my clients. And she also lives in Medellin. And she actually said this in a video she made that I won't post because I don't want no smoke, all right?
I see a lot of gringos, foreigners, Americans,
offering tours in Medellin.
You don't even speak Spanish.
So, you know, I thought to mind my business and stop making videos, but she literally tried to take money out of my pockets. I got monetized on Facebook. I got money on the way from Facebook, and she tried to take down my Facebook channel. But anyways, salute to her. Like I said, I got no problem with her. Love Colombia. I love Colombians. I live in South Florida. There's Colombians everywhere. I love y'all, all right? My whole thing is like, okay, I get it. Y'all mad at the way the country is being perceived online. Like, if it was me, if I was like a Colombian official in Medellin, I would have pulled bro to the side in a room or something and been like, hey, homie, listen, dog. I get what y'all doing. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get, you know, they making their money, ray. But, hey, man, it's making us look bad. Could y'all please just stop recording stuff like that? Hey, they watching you, dog. They want to really deport you, but I don't see you as a bad person. I just ask you, hey, man, this and this video, could you take that off your page? And could we be cool right there? That, to me, that's cool. But instead, no, they like, nah, we deporting, bruh. We're going to make an example out of bruh. We're going to treat him like he's an S offender when really he's not. But they're saying he's promoting S tourism, which is not against the law. But anyways, like I said, I'm not here to support or anything. I'm just giving out information. Shorty tried to take my money out my pocket, so thank goodness I still got my pages. But let's say I would have lost a page or something, then I would have to come hard on, how I relay this message. But I still got my page, so it's cool. All right, so what else did I want to touch on? All right, another thing I wanted to touch on briefly was something I noticed. Some of you guys probably saw, some of y'all probably didn't. I'm gonna name drop. I have no problem with this person, so I'm sure she wouldn't mind. a young lady by the name of Mariah Sincere. You've probably seen her videos. She's been kind of going viral within the travel passport type community, right? So, the other young lady I was talking about, I'm not going to name her because, yeah, she's trying to remove channels. And she's been hard down going at the quote-unquote S-tourists. And she don't even have proof people are S-tourists, and she just assumes, right? Oh, and I have another story I have to give you where we actually exchanged messages. I didn't even know it was her. It was so long ago. Let me quickly tell you why it's on the top of my mind. So, long time ago, I was going to go to Colombia, right? I believe it was like December. I was preparing for a Colombia trip. I'm like, I want to go on a tour, genuinely. So from my TikTok, my personal TikTok, not my vacation TikTok, my personal TikTok where I have no content on there, maybe some old music, that's it. I messaged her in Spanish. I'm like, hey, yo, do you do tours in Cali or Cartagena? Because I seen one of her videos come down, say, hey, I'm gonna show you the real Medellin. I was like, oh, okay, I like this because I like taking tours and I like seeing things outside of like what all the tourists do. I'm not your average like traveler that goes to Medellin just for girls and all of that. I'm actually trying to do tours and do all of that. So I'm like, well, this trip, I'm gonna go to Cali and Cartagena. So I said, do you do tours in Cali or Cartagena? She responded, I'll post a screenshot, I have screenshots. She responded and said, yeah, but I don't work with just anyone. I was like, huh? I don't work with just, like, okay, what is that supposed to mean? And then she said something like, I don't work with randoms or like random. I was like, huh? I'm like, you don't work with random? So what are you trying to say? I guess she was trying to say you don't work with strangers or random people? You're a tour guide. Who else do you work with? If you don't work with random people, you just do tour guides with family when they're in town? I don't care. So, to be real, mind you, my page, if she look at my page, she won't see no travel content. This is my personal TikTok that I messaged her from. All she would see is that I'm a young man. That's it. So with my appearance, she assumed that I'm a S tourist, probably, maybe, and that's why she said, oh, I don't do tours with randoms. I'm like, randoms? What is she talking? Mind you, I was trying to go do a tour with her, me, and my girlfriend, which we would fly in together and do a tour. So from when she said that, I said understood, because I understood very clearly what she meant by that. You're assuming I'm one of these guys coming in to clap, and I'm trying to do a tour with you with me and my chick that are not Colombian. So you're losing out on clients because you're emotional and you cannot stand these guys coming in to Medellin. So sad. So sad. Can you imagine, like, take the same logic, right? Take the same logic, apply it. Let's say all people from the US thought like that. Do you know how many immigrants come here and work? Can you imagine if we thought like, oh, you shouldn't be coming here and Ray, and oh, you shouldn't come here and be a content creator, huh? Or you shouldn't record South Beach and all the beautiful women on South Beach because you're not from here, huh? That would sound crazy, wouldn't it? And then she made a video saying, can you believe that gringos are offering tours? She's like, you don't even speak Spanish. Huh? What? So a person from the United States goes to Colombia shouldn't try to make some money when he has a presence, because a lot of people do this, when they have a social media presence? Does that make any sense? Can you imagine you told a Latino that came here, hey, bruh, don't try to make money while you out here in the United States, because we need to leave the jobs for the people, for the U.S. city. Like, it just sounds crazy to me. But not everyone has that, that logical thought process. Some people are just emotional and they just, I can't stand these people. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? But that's true story too, by the way. I showed a screenshot about the conversation I had with Shorty. And I didn't know this was her who was going viral. But when she started going viral, I said, how much do you want to bet that was that same chick I asked about doing the tour with? I was like, it just strikes me as her. I don't know why, because she had that same energy. And then when I went back to on my personal TikTok, my old messages, it was indeed her. I said, I knew it. Anyways, I know I'm popping today. I'm popping. So anyways, back to my original point, the young lady, Mariah Sincere, I might play a little clip of it. I might not. I don't know. We'll see when I'm editing how I want to do it. I stumbled across her on a phone call. It seemed like a phone call with the same tour guide, young lady. I'm not gonna say her name. And she's like, and mind you, this woman, I believe, has some type of issue with the quote unquote sport bros, because I think I've seen her mention it on how, talking about them. But from my perception, my personal opinion, from what I think is she saw the young lady talking about how they don't need tourism, etc. How she cannot stand this, the gentleman Cho Capo, and I believe she felt like, hold on, like you coming for my people heavy. Like even though I might have had some little issues here and there with them guys, like I'm still who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Colombian. I'm not from here. So I feel like you coming at me at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So they're on a call.
Oh, let me explain to you first what I'm talking about so that you can respond fully understanding what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So I saw a video that you made today and you said this explicitly, word for word. Colombia doesn't need tourism. Colombia was
Is
better.
that true?
Colombia was better before tourism. So
Yes,
my
facts.
question to you is, why are you selling tours and you don't like tourist here?
And she's kind of cooking her. I was so proud. I was like, oh my God, we sticking up for each other. This is amazing. I'm not used to this. I'm not used to this. Usually brothers are in the comments taking the side of the woman because they're just weird, right? Of the Colombian woman, because they're just weird. And again, I love Colombian people. This is nothing against that. It's just a situation where it's a tricky situation, and I really don't want nothing to do with it. I won't post this on TikTok or Instagram. I just put this on YouTube because I don't think that crowd is like hip to my page, which thank goodness. But they on to my Instagram. My Instagram been doing a little numbers, so I gotta stay chill on my Instagram. But you know what makes it worse? Some of these weird, goofy, lame dudes be like if I do a post, they'll send it like to Shorty or other people just so they could like. It's so lame, bro. Oh, it's so lame, bro. It's so lame. It's so lame. Anyways, I'm getting off my point. But anyways, shout out to Shorty. Like, I ain't got nothing bad to say about the Mariah chick. I just thought that was fire. How I low-key felt like she was just sticking up for the mandem. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe she was just seeing it as, wait, I do tours too. So you got a problem with me doing tours? Wait, I live in Medellin too. Maybe that's how she seen it. But the way my eyes seen it is she seen one of the bros getting cooked online and she wanted to defend the bros. I could be wrong. Give me y'all thoughts in the comments. Hey, I don't know nothing. Just like Michael Blackson said in Friday, I'm just I don't know nothing. All right? So rock with your boy. Anyways, so got that out the way. Salute to her. I don't know how y'all feel about her or the other Colombian lady. Regardless of what I say, or what I react to, and what I got going on, I have 0% hatred in my heart for anyone. I love Colombians. I love everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm obviously a black man, so obviously I love black people. And yes, I do feel like we've been like targeted throughout our lives a lot. I do feel like sometimes everyone's doing something, then when we do it, it got to go left. And it could be our fault. I'll take accountability. I'm not trying to avoid accountability. I am not other people. I do not avoid accountability. We can do better when we do things. Like when we come in the building, we can do better. I know we like to be flashy, you know, we're a little bit louder sometimes, not everybody, not all the time. Sometimes we're a little louder, sometimes we're a little flashier, sometimes we like to be braggadocious, sometimes we like to throw money. I get it. We were raised different. We weren't raised in a community that's quiet and with money. A lot of us were raised in a community with crime and drama, etc., etc. So I totally understand. But I'm a people's person, no hatred for nobody, no smoke. But I did want to share that with y'all, and I want to know how y'all feel. And before I end this video, I want to make sure I didn't leave nothing out. Hold on a sec. Let me think. Can't think of nothing else crazy. So just to wrap this one up, just in case the young lady, the tour guide lady, if you do see this, baby girl, I ain't got no problem with you. And for the record, I'm not a for bro, and I'm not a S tourist. I am Ryan. My name is Ryan. I go by Vacation Time with Ryan. Nice to meet you. All right, I'm none of those things. And all I wanted was a tour when I messaged you, and I'm sorry we couldn't make that happen. So I'm none of those things that you claim to hate, but one thing I cannot change about myself, I am a black man. So if you got an issue with that, I can't help you with that. That's not never gonna change, you know what I'm saying? And one last thing I wanna say before I go. The Dominican Republic had a similar issue with, you know, with the tourism, and, you know, the country was being displayed bad. And they nipped that in the bud, and I'm so proud of how they did it. They just applied some simple knowledge. Hey, get rid of the girls and problem solved. They didn't get online and say, oh, we hate gringos, go home, gringo. They didn't do all of that. They appreciate the tourism coming in. They appreciate the billions of dollars that are flowing through the country. They just say, we don't like that image right there, nip it in the butt. They got rid of the girls. Everyone's happy. Just saying. It doesn't take a rocket scientist. This is your boy Vacation Time with Ryan. I hope I didn't upset anyone. So let me say it again, because people tend to miss when I say these things in the comments. They only hear what upsets them, and then they just they start typing and they go crazy. I don't have a problem with anyone. I love Colombians. I love Latino. I live in South Florida. I'm damn near half Latino. I'm Jamaican. I am a U.S. citizen. I'm a Canadian citizen, etc. I'm mixed. I'm really mixed. Even though I'm a black man, you know, you know what I'm saying? I'm well traveled, and I'm for the people, man. I love people. I want to see people happy, enjoying life. I'm not one to look at someone over there enjoying life, not breaking any laws, and be like, oh, why is he doing that? Like, that's not me, bro. I really don't even understand how people are like that, man. Vacation Time with Ryan. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I appreciate your time. If you made it to the end, if there's anything I could do for you, let me know, man, because your time is precious to me. You could have been any other channel in the world, but you're here watching this. I appreciate you, all right? We out.